There's no place to escape to.
This is the last stream.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
These fuckers said we would never stream again.
Yeah, buddy. Want me to read you a book? I have glasses on.
Oh.
Want me to read you a book?
That's the thing now, is that you want me to read you a book? Marcus has had glasses for years.
I
You want me
know.
to read your book? You want me to read your book?
Now we're on top of things. Look at that. Right back in the habit. Mamma mia, here we go again.
Hey, you want me to fucking cut your dick off?
Whoa!
Yeah, you want me to just,
Cut off your Johnson. I
Get that
love it.
little
I
dick up
still
there.
have nightmares. I have nightmares about Big Lebowski's nightmare in the movie Big Lebowski. When he's getting chased with scissors, those people show up, the nihilists show up in my dreams like once a year.
We need a doctor. He's very thorough.
Does Saddam Hussein also show up?
No, I never let him in my dreams.
Nah, man, with them WMDs!
Whoa! What?
I
They didn't
just wanna-
exist. Remember Hans Blix? Ooh, let's talk about it.
Oh, you remember Yellow Cake? You want to talk
I
about Yellow
don't
Cake?
want to do this. I want to start off today by being sad and
Why?
say we are very, very sad about the passing of Trevor Moore of Whitest Kids You
Oh,
Know. I
yes.
will
Yeah.
say, as a person who was a comedian in the mid-aughts in New York City, the Whitest Kids was always viewed as like, that's what a sketch comedy group's supposed to do.
Yeah.
They
You know,
weren't
did it-
affiliated
they
by
were very smart.
UCB.
They only had 4 people.
That was
See?
smart.
Isn't that smart?
That's smart.
It was 5. It was 5, but
Oh,
it's
it was
less than
5.
10.
Okay, good
It's
for
like-
them. Good for them.
But honestly, one thing about them is that they were like kind of we modeled Murder Fist was like, we just got to do what Whitest Kids does, and then you get a television show, and then what happens is that the entire industry changed in about
Yep.
3 years, as we were
Well, I
doing it.
think
But
you guys-
honestly,
you
it
took
was-
you took the term a little too seriously because I think your first album was named Confederate Saturdays. You're like, why
I
are
was-
we the whitest
I
kids?
wish-
We're the
I
whitest
wish.
kids we know.
but honestly, it was incredibly sad, and I
Yeah.
hope that wherever he's at, he's good. And it's really sad. He said he died of an accident, and that's incredibly sad. And also remember this: that there were then talking about it with Sina Ghaznavi, who's a new father. So we got
Yes.
people leaving and people coming in, and the idea is that for men, the ultimate cause of death, the number one cause of death, is accidental death. So be careful.
I think
Careful.
also
Kissel.
heart
That's
disease.
you. You're right in the demographic.
Heart disease. I haven't gotten in any accidents. I got my friends to do that for me. Okay, everyone.
Yeah,
Oh.
Travis Irvine did.
Don't.
Just
All right, I'm not going to put him on blast. I did have a new
Completely
truck.
sideswiped.
I did have a new truck, and it's still new, but it's
The rest of it is brand new. But you
Yeah.
know what's nice
It's
about that
aged
one
quickly.
section of your truck now? It's vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly not a colossal pain in the ass to get a 2020 truck repaired. All right, so let's go on. Here we are, and it's my mandate.
Yes.
And I have no idea what the videos are because I've been collecting them over the month because Marcus says collect it slowly over the history over a month. And then when it's like, oh, your turn, then you're like, well, look at all this. I have
Yeah.
all the data,
It's
but I
done.
don't remember any of it. So is it good? Travis
the thing.
Morningstar said there's a couple of clunkers. So that's fun.
I
He
will-
has been repeating that ever since Travis said that. It seems like a thing that it like hurt his feelings, but he doesn't
Yeah.
want to acknowledge.
Yeah.
No, it does devastate me.
I will also, but I will also say is that yes, I do collect them throughout the month, but the day before the stream, I do review them again to do a little bit of quality control. 'cause-
Absolutely. All right, let's
No,
go
man,
down.
I know you meant let it fly, man. You know what I like about when I choose my mandates? Whatever was the time I was at when I was choosing that video was a special time then.
Yo, I'm
it doesn't
seeing-
matter where we're at now.
I am seeing the first video. It's popped up on our little screen. This is a secret screen that the audience can't see. And
They
this
don't see.
first video is one of the single greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm so happy I chose to take the edibles and drink the beer that got
That's
me
what
down
this
to
is
this
about.
Instagram
That's
rabbit
what
hole.
It's about the prep. It's like the Olympics.
There's a lot
Everything-
of sports.
Years
There's a lot of sports this week.
pre-pro come to this one moment, and
If
you've
you've
done
ever
it.
if you've ever been on a plane and watched like over someone's shoulder, like a 45-year-old guy like scroll on around on his phone, this is what the mandate is.
This is what it is. So, Marcus, do you know who Derrick Rose is?
No.
Basketball
the basketball player.
Basketball player. Henry,
Also,
who-
people in the streams, Derrick Rose, he is a perfumier. Guys, I just
Oh.
want to say, also the chat is saying that I don't have emotions. But I do have emotions. Rage, hunger. regret.
Well, hunger is not an emotion. That's a biological condition.
For me,
Rage
it
is something that is emotion. Yeah.
They both do this.
Hunger is not an emotion. Hunger is just a fact.
Yeah, I think the hunger leads to rage.
Sure.
And anger.
But theoretically, you could also be very pleasant even if you were starving to death. You
Horny.
could be very nice
Could
about
be.
it.
Horny's
do get
not an
horny.
Horny's not an emotion. It's an instinct.
What do you mean it's not an emotion?
I don't think
Yeah.
horny is an emotion. I wouldn't
I
say it's an
think
emotion.
That's
What do
actually.
you call this?
Well, speaking about emotion, let's
What is
show
this emotion?
video. That's called Italian. That's called being an Italian garden gnome. I have no idea what that emotion is. That's a series of different felonies debating on who is in front of you. Okay, so let's go on to this video. This is a man who has a message for Derrick Rose, and he says he just won't let you go, Derrick.
It's a message to Derrick Rose from Chicago Bulls fans. This might get a bit emotional, but please enjoy. We met you in a way, you got us wings. You made the Windy City believe in a ring. Watching you dominate, Stacey King.
I remember Stacey
Young, so
King.
big, so strong, so fast to go. When you got the lane for your flow,
Can you explain what this means after?
This is all about floaters and dimes. These are him going in the lane. Very classic Derrick Rose.
It's Noah. Who's Noah?
Noah is their center. He played for the Florida Gators. He was a lot of energy.
Yeah, MVP. Yeah, I can't stand that salsa.
Chicago number one.
Can't stand it.
Because in my eyes, Derrick, you will always be the youngest MVP.
I don't think it's not really in his eyes. It's just more of a stat.
Well, but oftentimes people don't recognize youth in the MVP race. Look at this.
Michael Jordan was an MVP his first year.
No, he was not his first year, not an MVP.
No, he
Not
wasn't.
even close. He didn't make the playoffs his first year.
Yeah, took a few
He
years.
was the Pistons and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Maybe he made the playoffs.
I forgot about the Pistons.
took a few years before he made it to MVP status. So.
By the way, this is like a long song.
Yeah,
man.
For your mid-range, you banked a shot against the Cavs, but you call game. You jump so high, please tell me how. Oh,
Exercise training.
Yeah, 50 years of physical acumen. He was born with a certain amount of physical attributes that allowed him to do it specifically. He
wants
also
to
eventually had to do.
Well, it's a lot of work. Chi-Town's in love with you.
I wish you never left, but Garpax made you go.
Who the fuck
I don't
is
know
Garpax?
who Garpax is.
How
I don't
much
know what
longer?
alien entity that is. I'm not sure. Maybe someone in the chat knows who Garpax is.
I don't know
Garfield
who-
Paxton.
Garfield Paxton, I love him on the San Francisco Muskets.
The young is.
I hate this MVP.
Oh, he made it through that entire song.
Thank you for watching.
Wow.
Oh, he's
It's-
British.
Yeah, of course. Who's
He's
Garpax?
fucking British.
Yeah,
Garpax.
NBA is an international sport, Henry. What is wrong with you?
So
Did
fucking
you watch the
sick.
Olympics?
I'm so sick of these fucking British people
are
coming in
you-
here and doing this
Buddy,
fucking shit.
he's
Coming
staying
here,
in the
going
UK.
viral.
He's not
That's-
taking your job. He's not
NBA's
taking your job.
ours. NBA's out. These guys come in here, they can't play fucking basketball. All they do is play fucking let's make cookies for an hour. I've seen that fucking British fucking show. British fucking. That's how mad I am.
I noticed. Who is Garpax?
Yeah, Garpax is a portmanteau of two men, Gar Foreman and John Paxson.
What did John Paxson do? How did he screw over Derrick Rose?
They were both in the front office, and apparently their front office activities led to the trading of Derrick Rose to who, the
Oh.
Bucks. Did he say?
No, he went to
Or
New
the
York. He
Knicks?
went to the Knicks.
The Knicks. They went to
Yes,
the Knicks.
indeed.
Yeah. Where his
Absolutely. Actually,
knees
a
are
fairly
apparently
good-
not doing very well.
No, his knees are not doing well. As a matter of fact, if you want to watch one of the worst injuries in professional sport history, it would be Derrick Rose shattering his ankle as he went down the lane. I believe the bone went through the skin.
How old
Anyway,
is
he came
Derrick
back.
Rose?
He's got to be about maybe 31. So by NBA standards, very old. Maybe 32.
Yeah.
They're also young. I'm 40.
What's the average age? I thought that like basketball players last longer than football players, right? Because football players, the average is 4 years, right?
Unless you get
in
to
the
become a
NFL.
super duper star, and then you
Yeah.
can have a longer contract. But yeah,
Or
basketball
quarterback.
players tend to live a little bit longer. And I mean, LeBron's going to be on his 19th year. Melo is going to be with him. I think he's on his 18th year. So yeah.
Honestly, he is special, and he's very big, and he's very strong, and he's a pure American. That's what we like.
American.
That's what we like.
By the
People,
way,
you know
I
what
did-
says here in the chat? Sad Song Burrito. The only way to equalize every single thing that has gone on in this fucking country, the type of fucking reversal stolen we have, the stolen valor of British people coming here and acting like Americans, the stolen valor of acting like you have our freedom,
called
and
acting.
intrinsically, which you don't. No, but it's stolen valor. That's what I'm calling them, right?
Okay.
The only way to, and we have to have the audience mobilized to do this. I have to be Doctor Who.
Oh my God, Doctor Who
I
ate the
have to
last
take
piece of
Doctor
pizza.
Who back.
What are you talking about?
I gotta take Doctor Who back.
He
But
doesn't
I'll
look
wear the
anything
fucking
like
scarf.
you. You didn't even get cast as Dr. Robotnik. How are you going to become Doctor Who?
I'm lost in time.
Oh my God, that's just a teapot.
I'm
That's
lost
why you
in
don't get the British
time.
roles, because you just go in and offend them.
Then he put my skull phone on my superhero.
They are better at acting American than you are at acting English, to be fair.
That is true. That is
So I'm
true.
not even
Timothy
trying.
Chalamet Dong?
I can act serious British.
All right, do serious British. You've been convicted and you've been tried and convicted of murdering your entire family of cats that were living behind your front yard, and all of a sudden they're scratching 20 feral cats, but you can't frickin' kill them, Mr. Zabrowski. You're being sentenced to 3 years unless you fucking explain why you don't like cats now.
I'm going to explain to you very well what I went through as a young man. Every man starts as feral, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Each child is an unmade piece of clay, put together by the parents and society surrounding it, isn't it? Feral. Feral! Giving an opportunity to rise, to become civilized.
We're actually going to sentence you to 7 years.
Yeah, you into
All
Captain
right, you added
Quint
4
there.
years.
You into Captain Quint a little bit at the end there.
But I lost the try. But I was really trying to be British. I could be British.
Yeah, but I would say that was a pretty good impersonation of the succulent Chinese meal guy.
Oh, all right. Let's watch this video.
I could be real British if I wanted to. If you gave me a job where you said, Henry, you have to sound actually British in it, I think I could do it.
For how
It's
long?
easy.
It's easy, huh?
For a whole movie?
Movie actors act for literally a scene is at most 3 pages long. Do that for like 10 minutes at a time. It's fucking easy. Movie
I
acting's
don't know,
easy.
man.
All
half the
days,
time
it's
they would
three
be like,
three
okay,
lines.
you sound like you're from Maine. Can you take it back? Take it back to Brisbane, please.
I don't know if I shall. Back to Brisbane. I wish I could.
All
I
right,
wish I could go back to Brisbane.
We always have a lot of important breaking news here. Let's watch this video. Now, I hate this show because I really don't like either of the commentators. They yell and they want to be like PTI, but they're not as good as PTI is. Love Wilbon. Love the whole crew there. So let's watch Max Kellerman. Sometimes you're on TV a lot, and you have to fart. So this is Max Kellerman farting on national television, and then he tries to pass the blame. Isn't that interesting?
But the difference is that Draymond is usually arguing and fighting with the refs.
It's a whole New York Post story.
So you're just showing the video from a New York Post.
Yeah, it's the first take who supposedly dropped a stink bomb on air while discussing the Kevin Durant ejection with Stephen A. Smith.
Draymond is usually
Listen,
arguing and fighting with the refs.
like a total pro, Kellerman is heard coughing to cover it up, the offending noise. This has been talked about a lot.
Let's
He's
say
been
that there was
accused
that
of
noise.
farting.
I don't know who dealt it. It wasn't me. That's all I can tell you.
It's really a case of he who smelt it, indeed, dealt it. So isn't
Fascinating.
that interesting? Max
Fascinating
Kellerman
stuff.
farted on national television. You would think you would get, you would think there would be, if there was a God, you would think they would all be silent when you're on
There's a
TV.
lot of people saying that we got Ariana right here. It says that you and her father and you would really get along talking about pardoning.
I've had a lot of girls on dates tell me that I'd get along with their father.
So
Believe it or not, they didn't like their dad, though.
Ben just sent me that New York Post link as the video, and so I just decided to screen cap the actual article in there. And I tried to find a more exciting video.
Oh, I thought that was actually fairly
So
exciting.
no, I went to YouTube and I was like, Max Kellerman. I had no idea who any of these people are, but I typed those words in, and that was the most exciting version of that video. Was the New York Post
Well, he
dynamic?
He farted and then tried to cover it up with a cough.
It's also 2 years old. It is not.
I know. Isn't that funny? And it sticks around. The internet, what a great thing. I'm just so happy I never farted on the news yet. I'll let one out, though. I'll get one.
I
out
think
of
that
there.
you probably have.
I had a gurgle in my stomach once. I definitely took a dumper right after the set.
There were
Actually,
some days back in the day, man, especially when you were doing a lot of hits, man. That was when you were drinking hard. There's no way you didn't fart.
It was pretty much. I don't know if I was drinking any harder. I've been doing
You were
good with my
doing-
drinking because
No,
of my
you
joy.
did.
you've
That's
been
what I'm
doing
saying.
good now, but back
Yeah.
then that
You
was
used to drink hard. You used to do a little Rudy Toot. You used to do a little bit of the H. You used to put fucking. I saw you
Oh
do
my
heroin
goodness.
like 7 times.
Yeah,
wish.
somewhere out there when I edited last podcast and Ben lived here in New York.
This is not true.
No, this is not about you.
This is
about
Henry thing, yes.
Yeah, this is the Henry thing. No, Henry. I used to be able to I would hear Henry would be over alone, and Henry would constantly fart so loud that it would pick up on mic. And somewhere
Where is
out
that?
there,
You
somewhere
gotta
out
find
there,
that.
I gotta find it. There is actually a. I cut out all of the farts and put
And
them
burps.
into their own, and the burps, everything, and put them into their own file. And I was gonna release it as a Patreon exclusive, but I don't know where it is. But there's
Where's
somewhere
that
there's
file?
like a long stream, just like nasty farts.
So
and every
funny.
once in a while, I can just hear you go, after you fart.
I wish we could
Polish
find
man
that. man.
farts, an angel gets their wing cut off.
Honestly, sometimes because also again, I'm feeling easy. I'm getting
This was
preparing for the
10
show.
years ago. This
I
was
have to
so
clear
much
myself
longer.
out of the
You were
show.
not feeling easy. You were feeling bloated. You were
Yeah.
huge. You
And
had
you're not-
so
I was
much
pretty
gas
gross.
in your system. It was forced to escape.
And you're not
I'm
prepared
fartier
for
now, though.
shit. This was
I'm
the
fartier
middle of
now.
the show. Yeah.
By
Oh
far.
God, I'm
I'm
so
much
much
fartier.
fartier now. I'm ridiculously farty now.
The last 2 years, the fart quotient has gone up significantly, especially when I'm
Yeah.
exercising. Now I just let it rip, and I don't know if I'll ever go back to the gym. I don't know if I've been institutionalized within my own home. I'm like too used to being in here to go back to the gym and not being able to fart openly while working out.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's take a look at this next clip. I don't know what this one is really going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be
football.
just as good as the last one. This
to
is a
come, and then he
football
pulls
clip
out.
here. Let's see.
By Crabtree's hands.
Oh, this is funny. Listen.
And his ability to suck in these balls. Tyrell Williams.
Everyone's saying to release the fart cut. Everyone's with all of the chat is asking. All of the chat's asking to release the fart cut.
All right, we got to play over here. We got to do this one more time because we're missing some real gems here.
And Michael Crabtree, that's the Texas Tech guy.
Texas Tech, here we go.
Went to school at the same time as me.
Starts to come, and then he pulls out.
By Crabtree's hands. And his ability to suck in these balls. Tyrell Williams. He beats Cox.
That's the next president of the United States. All right. It's possible.
He is going to
And
honestly probably.
Marcus told me
be
when he was
president.
in Texas, McConaughey's got some hot flow down there. People are loving McConaughey.
Mark my words, Matthew McConaughey will be the next governor of Texas. I guarantee it.
He's making a sincere
Can't get
run.
any worse.
I would make based on how much my nephew loves him, absolutely loves him, and how much everyone loves him.
If he
and
comes
pays
out with, like-
very close attention to what he said. Everyone's reading his book. Everyone that I talked to in
It's
Texas
supposed to be a
has-
very good book.
They've all read Matthew McConaughey's book. Like this guy is gonna be the next governor
Actors
of Texas.
can't
I guarantee it.
think.
Politicians are just failed actors.
Oh, dude.
I think,
yeah, man.
you know,
I know,
Give
they're
me
worse.
fucking
Comes out-
McConaughey over Greg Abbott. Come on.
But if he
Jesus.
comes
Yeah.
out with like the all right plan, where he just tries to like build infrastructure and take care of schools, I'd be like, all right, dude, sounds freaking dope to me.
It'll be
Everything
great.
might be all right.
He'll get Republicans and Democrats. He'll fucking kill it. He'll sweep
Those
it.
abs alone.
Do you think
Those
he'll be
abs alone.
he'll be a Democrat? He won't change. He
No,
was
He'll
he'll
be a
run as a
Dem for
Republican.
sure. He's going to run
No.
against Abbott.
No, he'll run as I think that he might primary Abbott, but this is all
Ooh,
politics talk. But
okay,
Man, if he
because
runs
I
as
think-
a
let's
Republican,
talk.
that's interesting.
It would be very intriguing indeed. I was thinking more the D route, but maybe that's just my thoughts when I think of when I think of McConaughey. I think about D.
you sir have not been to Texas in a very long time. I have. That fucker, if he wants to win, he's running Republican.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
To
Yeah, yeah.
get to the D, you gotta fill it with red blood. Okay. Let's play this video of this person. So we actually talked about this on Side Stories. You saw that video, right, Marcus? Of the dude who's like, my parents have $2 million, and then they duct taped
Yeah.
his ass to the frontier seat.
I did see that, and I saw his tweet afterwards where he's complaining about how his life is over. This is supposed to be a professional airline.
Yeah, bro.
I fucking
You
more
act like a
people
child,
need
you
to
get
get.
duct taped to the seat. seat, dude. It's
More
Frontier.
people need to get fucking duct tape to seats.
Yep.
I'm just happy they're using it to duct tape a person and not the plane together. Because Frontier, it's a bumpy ride.
Yeah.
But this is one of the flight attendants, and I love this man. His name is Alfredo Rivera.
Well,
which
he's
is like,
This is
was
great.
it?
But he's a comedian.
Oh, is he a comedian? This is not
He
the
is
actual
not
flight
the
attendant.
flight
Oh, this
attendant.
is when the first busting. This is when I get busted. Okay, well, let's watch this comedian then, who I thought was a flight attendant. People have really got to stop lying.
I understand something.
This is a
I'm a flight
clunker.
attendant. That means I attend the flights.
The flight.
Sometimes our job has us attending to crazy people. If you push us too far, you're going to have to attend
Yeah, then it
this
also says
ass
his
whooping.
Instagram handle, which is
You see, because on this particular flight, I'm sitting in the jump seat and I'm just looking at him act a damn fool. He's spitting and cussing and going crazy. I say, that's enough. I got up and I walked over there. And by the way, this man smelled like a pack of Marlboro cigarettes, 4 shots of Everclear alcohol, and regret. So I know something's about to go down. At this point, he touching all over my coworker's breast. And where he f***ed up at is when he touched my titties. Because I don't play that. So what I did is I took out the duct tape.
not know this is a comedian.
He got
Oh, well, I thought it was more of a. If you look at the Chiron there, it does say
Wait
flight
a minute,
attendant.
something ain't right. I said, yeah.
It does. It does.
This is an Instagram person on the internet.
So we wrapped him
Yes.
up.
He
Better
also
than any
describes in
Christmas
perfect
present you
detail
ever
what
see.
happened. So
He won't be coming on no more Frontier flights at all.
I think if you're going to do comedy, then you need to be a little bit more outlandish, as opposed to just describing exactly what happened on the plane as if you're a news correspondent.
He's
That's why we
incredibly
don't have
outlandish.
trusty
It's like
news.
he is very outlandish.
He is very
I don't
outlandish.
think he was that outlandish.
He had a
because
whole
that's
thing-
exactly what happened on the flight. They got duct taped because he kept on doing horrible
But
stuff.
when he said like my titties and like
Yeah.
little stuff, like he's being funny. He's being
Yeah.
he's being like a comedian.
I met a lot of
humorous.
flight attendants who are funny. Marcus and I met one that said that they saw a flying humanoid on a flight once.
She did. She was not trying to be funny though. She was
Funny, though.
almost crying when she told us. It was
Well,
a extremely emotional thing for her to let us in on that secret.
Just because
But
she
then
wasn't
today-
trying to be funny doesn't mean it wasn't humorous.
That's true.
Today, honestly, when we were we were talking about the FAA, like they released their series of like anonymous like things that they've seen, and like it's kind of crazy what you could see possibly looking out the windows of a plane. So
Dude,
she
I'm
might have
keeping
seen
my
some shit.
shut, dude. I'm not opening that window anymore. I can't deal with the stress. What can you do? Because you can't do anything about it.
UFOs are fucking real, people.
Yeah, they're real.
They're fucking
You
real
and Harry
people.
Reid are saying the exact same thing. Isn't that sad how the power's been taken away from you?
I'll fight Harry Reid to be the only one. What do I have to do? I'll imprison him.
God, you fucking punch him, his face would turn to dust.
He
If
got
I,
a black eye
if I
one
grabbed
time.
Harry Reid, what I love about senators is I could grab one like this and fucking just drag him back
Oh,
and forth
dude.
like this. Like,
Senators
fuck
and
Harry
babies.
Reid, man. What is he going to do, man? I'm the UFO guy, man.
There was Harry Reid got a black eye, and they said he fell down a flight of stairs. But the rumor in Washington was he got into a fight with a sex worker for not paying her. And you know it's true because it's a Washington rumor. Okay,
right.
let's play this next clip that I don't remember, and hopefully it's not being conducted by some kind of comedian, even though that man did a very good job.
He did a very good job. It's a very funny video.
Oh yeah, dude, this is Chuck Cecil tackling people. This is awesome. The Packers are back. Aaron Rodgers is here. Everyone remembers Chuck Cecil, dude. So watch this shit, dude. Ba-boom! Good night. This is when football was football, and people used to get concussions, and everyone's like, they're funny because now they don't really know how to be smart. Look at this guy hit, man. Remember Chuck Cecil?
No, I don't remember Chuck Cecil.
I don't know who
Remember
he
Chuck
is.
Cecil when you used to watch him as a kid and say, I want to be like that?
No, I never paid much attention to the Packers unless they were like playing the Cowboys.
They played the Cowboys all the time. They
Yeah.
played them so much and oftentimes lost.
I watched the Packers.
Look at this.
Whoa!
Who'd I like? I liked Emmitt Smith as a boy.
I liked him more when he was a football player. Okay, it's strange that you would like him as a child. Okay, well, look at all the hits. Wow,
hits.
football season is right around the corner,
They're good.
folks.
They're good
And
hits.
look at that. Oh, mama, send him to the hospital because he has a very serious brain condition.
Lot of
He went
sports.
head first on all these fucking guys.
That's all
too.
he ever
Yeah,
did,
he
man.
definitely probably doesn't know. He probably walks up to a mailbox thinking it's a refrigerator 3 times a day.
You just got to put the food
That's
in
all
the
I
mailbox
see when I
3
see.
times a
All
day.
I see when I see these hits is a man literally just going
Watch
like,
this one. Boom! He hit everyone with the crown of his helmet. They have since banned the move.
Yeah, of course they did.
Concussions and neck injuries and stuff. And then he played
Yeah,
for the
man.
Cardinals for a little while, which was
He just
less,
hit a dude
less,
so fucking
heroic,
hard
but-
with his own helmet twice that his helmet flew off.
Dude,
Yep.
he's just,
Jesus
he now walks around
Christ.
his house thinking he's a fucking flamingo and shit, dude. That's
Well,
not what
what's
you
wrong
want
with
with
walking
your
like
brain.
Mick Jagger?
His
Flamingos
family-
are some of the most fun animals around.
His family is lucky they're still alive.
Yeah, man.
well,
his brains
I'll
are more
have you
fucking
know-
scrambled than eggs around Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, number one, Chuck Cecil. He is currently the defensive backs coach for the Arizona Wildcat College football team.
Oh wow,
So
so
there you
he's
go.
he hasn't gone homicidal or anything.
No, he hasn't. He looks great. I mean, it's up to the brain. It's up to the brain. All right. Well,
Wow,
let's
there's
watch
actually he was on a Sports Illustrated cover, him looking mean, saying, "Is Chuck Cecil too vicious for the NFL?" And that was him
That's
as a college
scary.
student.
That's
Jesus
really
Christ.
scary.
He
But
looks terrifying.
honestly, I'm glad he's alive and his brains are fine. I mean, I guess his brains are fine. He hasn't done any sort of violence or anything, so that's probably good. But he probably was
Well,
a
we did
very
just watch all that
specifically type
footage
of.
there,
Yeah.
But I mean, his brain. Maybe there's some people that are fine.
There's a lot of pictures of him
Big
on
skull.
the internet, bleeding from his face and smiling so happily.
Hey man, that's why I've been getting into hockey, because you can still bleed from the face there, and I can watch them, and I'd be like, I couldn't do that.
But the
'cause I
best part
never
about
pretend
hockey
I
is that
could.
the hockey is a part of the fighting is a part of the sport.
It's
That's
ingrained.
what's fun about sport.
But it's also not famous enough yet to get criticized, and I don't think it ever will. It's like hockey still goes under the radar. Have you
Yeah.
watched a game lately, Marcus?
No, not in a
It's
very long
freaking
time.
intense, dude. I watched some of the Stanley Cup. They are quite mean to one another, and they don't have teeth or anything like that. It's insane. It's great.
and they don't get
it's
as
still like
much.
that.
They don't get paid as much.
They get paid some pretty good money though. They're very famous in.
We
certain
get the
parts of
Mario
world.
Lemieux. Mario Lemieux was paid big money. You got the Wayne Gretzky.
I think
Yeah,
if you're
those are 1990s performers.
yeah, no, if you're like the guys in the Nashville Predators, I'm sure make fucking bank.
Yeah, and they're
Absolutely.
also the ones who hold all the secrets for the Washingtons as well.
I know. You did wonder in 2018, 19, and today if the Washington Predators were going to change their name.
Jaromir
but you
Jagr.
know what? They said no.
Jaromir Jagr.
Now you're talking. And who did he play for? A cute
the,
animal? You kind of look like one.
All right, he played for
life if I'm a man, but if a woman, if I die, then my wife is gonna go have sex with all of the other friends. I look like I'm wearing a little
Wyoming.
tuxedo. I sit on my eggs.
Cum Gopher.
Nope, not the cum gopher. Penguin was the word.
Oh, he's also the Penguins, huh?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
Mario
throw
Lemieux.
this. Mario Lemieux was
You
also
said
a
that
Penguin.
first, yeah.
All right.
Wayne Gretzky.
He was with the LA Kings and the Canadian team, I believe. I don't know enough. Anyway, let's watch this video.
Or what's the name of the guy? That old
Bobby
guy.
Orr.
Johnny Unitas.
He played football for the Colts. I just watched the Hall of Fame yesterday, man. Some of those speeches makes you cry. Makes you cry. Okay, well, let's watch this video. Finally going to get to some horror footage here. This is not a sports show, so here we go. Warning. Despite the resolution and compression artifacts, this video remains extremely graphic. Let's check this out. Oh, here we go. Oh, interception. Uh-huh. Look at that. Woo!
That sucks.
Dude, that's the quarterback, man. I think that's Jim Kelly.
Yeah, it's Jim Kelly.
Yeah, he didn't do it right. Oh my god.
Oh, so you got
sucks.
That's actually similar to the Derrick Rose injury.
Yeah,
If
you got to wrap those ankles, man. You got to wrap those ankles real hard.
What's his
Yeah.
putts when we saw the Colin McGregor when his leg fucking also just
God
as
dang.
shattered as well. That's hard, man. Legs just I guess can just shatter like that.
I'm
Yeah,
so trying
mine
never to
did.
do anything that. What, you shattered your leg like that?
Not exactly like that. I broke my leg playing football when I was 16. I got pulled down from behind, and my foot got caught like behind me like that.
You're so
and
masculine.
I got pulled
Look at
down,
this.
and my foot got stretched, and my leg actually broke,
Oh, my.
like vertically. and shattered it. And now one of my right leg is now shorter than my left leg because it broke right in the middle of a growth spurt. And it broke the growth plate on my leg. So one of my right leg is actually shorter than my left.
Do you have lower back ribs?
Nope, it's not that much, but it is.
Well, I wonder if this is connected with anything else. Maybe
that's
you
what I'm.
get the shoe
That's what I've
thing
been.
so you walk. Remember what
Have
happened to
Carolina
Costanza
start
on
pulling.
Seinfeld?
Have Carolina start pulling on the other one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so stupid, Henry. Have her push on the long one. You don't pull.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking stupid. I'm fucking stupid. I'm so fucking
Isolate
stupid.
the footage. Isolate the footage.
I'm so fucking. How do I even eat? How do I even eat?
I actually don't know. I think you can be quite stupid and still eat. I'm pretty sure.
I think
man,
every
food is
stupid
easy.
person who's alive eats.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking
they
stupid
have
people
to.
that fucking somehow manage to eat their fucking food all fucking day. This is fucking Jesus.
Yes, indeed. Late night television isn't what it used to be. And do you remember when late night was appointment television, appointment viewing? And you would stay up at certain hours of the night to watch it, even though your dad would get mad or mom would get upset. Or remember that?
Vaguely.
And Johnny Carson. I remember 1992 Johnny Carson's final show. It was
Are
fantastic.
you about to
Bette
show
Midler's
the Bette
thing.
Midler? Are you about to
No.
show?
I am not.
Because I was about to walk.
Technically, I'm doing what you can't do any longer, or soon to be no longer in Congress. I'm filibustering. Because, again, I have no idea what this clip is. And I think it's going to be great, though. It certainly will be just as good as the last one.
It's a Letterman clip. We know
it's a
that.
Letterman clip. So David Letterman, they didn't call him that because he liked to write funny things to funny people. He liked to perform more orally, so he should have been called David Oralman. But let's show this late
You are
show
the stupidest man. How did you eat? How did you wake up and eat it?
I haven't had food yet today. Let's watch this David Letterman clip here.
Oh, God.
The other
Big
thing
show
I like to
highlight.
tune in on every once in a while is CSI Miami and David Caruso.
Very
because
good, isn't it?
I love to see him put the button on those scenes.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
That's
he's the
another acting
buttoner.
insight.
He's the scene buttoner.
This is another little acting insight, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. He loves to put the button on it, and then he just walks away.
Yeah.
He doesn't wait for anybody to retort.
Right.
You know? I think he's afraid they might have a comeback.
He's taking it out.
So he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
puts the button on the scene. He always I brought my glasses. Can I do them for you
Well,
a little
please,
bit?
I wish you would.
So just a little bit of...
I hope you do, because you definitely set this up.
Yeah, it's a bit. He set up this bit.
You get a nice, real, intense close-up here. Okay? David Caruso style.
It's good.
Well, I guess we've found our man.
Whoa! Isn't that fun? And this is appointment viewing.
Yeah. Here's an appointment.
Good.
It was a joke, really.
He used to be an English
So
teacher.
the setup is the joke. Oh, watch this.
I before E. Except after C.
Look at that. He plays Jim Carrey when he played Andy Kaufman, man. But he's
He does
not done
such a
yet.
good job.
He's doing cartoon voiceovers.
Cartoon voiceovers. I wonder what that would be like.
I wonder what that would be like. Yeah. Well, the audience can't get enough.
I did. I did to you, putty tat.
That's all you have
Very
to do,
good bit.
folks.
It's a
Look
really
at
good bit.
that.
This is from 2007. Thank you, Benny Jesuit. It
There's
is
no off position on the Genius switch.
Oh man, yeah, there is. It's called suicide. And that happens
No,
again
that's-
and again and again.
Well, that's
It's flipped quite often.
there's no off position on the Genius switch.
There is. There really is. It's called heroin as well. You can really do it. You can really burn it out.
Yeah,
Alcohol.
Alcohol is a big one.
really.
Yeah.
And honestly, with Jim Carrey, it really was just depression.
Yeah. Well, Jim, I mean, I
Because-
think he's back. I was watching. Oh my goodness, Jim.
He's
Carrey,
very serious now.
Yeah.
He does. He is serious.
He's interesting. I think he's an interesting guy. And
Yeah.
he's saying interesting things.
Oh my god!
But he did when he's it was already the Ellen DeGeneres just brought that up. It was before his girlfriend died, with the overdose that she had, that he was kind of like weirdly kind of a part of, and then he's never really been the same ever since.
Oh,
He's kind of now, because these whole things, he said that Jim Carrey was a character he was playing, and now he's gotten rid of him, and now he's like everything else that he was done was just trying to look for acceptance of everybody. I think it's really important to know you shouldn't live your life for other people.
Yes.
But I miss the humor of Jim Carrey.
Well, he's going to come back in a big way with a very funny role whenever he wants to, because he really is
true.
a fantastic actor.
Dumb and Dumber 2, that should not have happened.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. You just went for the
that
money.
needed. That should not have happened.
No.
And they should have given
What, did they
Dr.
produce
Robotnik
it?
to a fat guy. I'm sorry. That's just my. It doesn't have to have gone to Henry. I'm not saying it had to have gone to Henry. It should have, but I do think that it should have been a fat guy whose last name was not Gad or Hill.
Who? In what?
Some fat guy. I don't know.
For
just
what
some
movie? For Dumb and Dumber 2?
For Dr. Robotnik, for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yes.
No, you give it to it. You got to give it to a big fat guy. You have to.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a long time. You know, Henry.
And it will not stop.
There was zero chance of you getting that because
There
you
was
didn't even
zero
audition.
chance,
It would be like, I'm going to go on the Green Bay Packers, but I haven't tried out or they haven't contacted me in any way.
Yeah, I'm never going to be
it's almost
in.
like delusional.
Yeah, I'm never going to be in radio.
Oh, I'm going to be Doctor Who. That's how I know they're going to take it from this. Because I don't need a big reel, and I don't need all of these accolades. And I don't need to be #1 on the IMDb chart. All I need is an absolutely perfect British accent. And I need a booth. I think it's a phone booth. And all I then need is years of a show that nobody gives a shit about. Fuck
Well,
you,
it's
Doctor Who.
quite
Fuck
a huge
Doctor Who.
following.
Fuck that whole fucking
Absolutely
show,
massive
man.
following.
I'm actually,
Very
I'm
famous.
abandoning Doctor Who, man. I'm playing Dracula.
Wow.
Cool. What kind of Dracula?
Me, American 2021 Dracula.
American
I
2021
love that.
Dracula. Great.
I love Dracula
Jeff
in
Dracula.
Asbury Park. That's so much better than Vampire in Brooklyn.
I actually liked Vampire in Brooklyn.
I thought it was great.
That's a fun movie.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm trying
Eddie
to
Murphy's
remember,
good
Jim
in it.
Carrey looks just like a guy that I was trying to think about because he could play him in a movie. Not the head coach of the Dallas Mavs. There's another guy he looks like. I was watching him
Danny
the other day.
Ainge.
No, that's a good question. That's a good point, though. I'll
Ace
remember
Ventura.
It later. He is Ace Ventura. Isn't that great acting on his part? You didn't even know that was him. Okay, he talked from his rear. Okay.
That was improv.
Wow. Did
He didn't
go to
even write
UCB?
that.
He must have taken UCB levels 1 through 5.
Yeah, I guess so. He must have paid thousands of dollars for friends, then get groped by his teacher.
By the way, Marcus, Henry still has the fantasy of making it a parking lot.
Yeah.
We won't blow his big retirement plans.
Yeah.
His big thing is getting into parking lots.
Yeah. So you're going to make the
Specifically to
UCB
pave over
theater in
places he
LA.
doesn't- yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be an improv parking lot.
But that's the thing. You're never going to truly win unless you completely gut out Under Gristetti's, the original one.
Oh.
You've got to. You're not going to win until you gut that out. Until
I guess
it's
I'm getting
completely
into real estate.
Indeed. All right.
No, you gotta
Play the
turn it into,
music.
like,
Play the singer.
Okay. All right, let's play this next music video, or let's play this next video again.
Love the Fear Street series.
Oh,
Katrina
yeah, Fear
36.
Street's
Love the
doing very
Fear
good.
Street series.
I'm happy everyone's... What's that?
It's the Chris Farley
clip. Okay, that sounds great.
What is this?
It's a Chris Farley clip, evidently.
And then but you know what this is.
Have impact on millions and millions of people throughout the free world. See this car? One of the smallest known cars in existence. The true story is Tortoise Man is this. He ate so much fast food while living in his car that he was unable to exit the vehicle. And that's what today's story is all about. Come on, let's have a look.
I like this.
Man, no recollection of this.
What is this?
That's Chris Farley.
in a fat
Yeah,
suit.
what does he do? What is this for?
Saturday Night Live, and the shoot's going today is really good. We got a pretty wacky idea Tom thought up of me in a small car as Tortoise Man, a guy who ate so much food that he becomes trapped in his automobile and becomes much like a tortoise.
It's a horrible idea. Poor
Great.
Chris. How did they do this to this man?
How can we get his head down a little there?
kill this one.
It's just the dumbest idea. Oh, poor Farley. Why did he get into drugs, I wonder?
I think this is a response to Elephant Man.
Ah, yes, could be. Oh, that's kind of a nice little video there. There he goes. Bye, Chris.
I saw one of those little cars the other day.
Yeah, they're all over New York.
The little electric ones.
Yeah, the tiny little Volt. Yeah, whatever they're called. No, those are all over the fucking place.
I don't know if
I do not see the use of it.
Well, you do it so I believe that you have to be some form of sub, and you just love that everybody's making fun of you, and that you like the fact that it's an incredibly dangerous car, and that
I think it's the complete inverse. I think it's the complete inverse. Those people are smug in those little cars. They look at you in your Corvette, and they're like, look at that dumb shit. You probably got a little pecker. They say you got a little pecker because you have a convertible. Marcus, they think, look at that Ween fan. He's probably got a little pecker. They probably think you have a little pecker. And then they look at me, and they're like, look at that big old truck. I wish I had a big old pecker like him.
Fuck, who's this fucking guy?
Who looks at a Subaru Outback and thinks little pecker?
People in little cars.
No, I think lesbian family.
Yeah.
Well, that's the littlest pecker of all.
That's all I see. I see the long fingernails. And you know when you see those old like from the 90s like pornos when it's like the woman's finger and the other woman and she's got those fucking fingernails that are like fucking talons and you watch her go like stab, 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 stab. It's like I know that's not good. I know they don't like it. Good. A Subaru owner, nails nicely manicured.
Yeah, because you got
rub at the top, sticking the ones in the bottom. Right, you do in the top, stop the top like this. You go like this, and every once in a while you hook the other one to the other. That's what lesbians are doing.
Yeah, Subaru owners are outdoorsy. You gotta keep if you're outdoorsy, you gotta keep your nails clipped. If you're gonna be climbing on stuff all the time.
Well, what nails help you climb though?
I zip in and out of traffic. I go zoom, 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 zoom.
You're a psycho.
Yeah, you're one of the worst drivers I've ever driven with.
You suck.
All right. So this next
lesbians are they are saying that it is bad.
What's that?
The big
getting the manicured, the manicured getting stabbed.
I would assume so. Yeah, that's just basic.
That must really
I mean, I bite my nails, so I don't even have anything. It's nothing but rounded edges over there, probably.
You hear that, ladies?
Oh yeah.
He bites his nails. They smell.
They're ready.
I swallow my own blood and body. I also pick my toenails if that's attractive. Okay. So now this is a video we're actually gonna have to talk over because there's no humor in it, and I just wanted to remind everyone that even the powerful die. So if you don't like Bezos, or if you don't like Gates, or Trump, or anyone, just anyone, Prince, name a prince. This is what they all turn out to be, and I just find it to be more interesting. It's not comical whatsoever. So let's try to make it fun here.
Oh, good.
Exhumated.
I love a challenge.
This is just the remains of kings.
Oh, it's a good bones. There's a lot of skull. That's more skulls than a king would have.
He probably got married with his or buried with his concubines.
I don't know if the European king said that.
What a dickhead.
Okay, Canute. Old Canute.
Yeah, he's dead. Look at this other dead person.
What hour of the day did you choose this video?
This was actually during the day. Look at this.
So this is a sober
your crown means
afternoon.
nothing. Yeah, this is a sober afternoon. It means nothing. Your crown means nothing.
Memento mori.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah. Remember death.
Yep.
That's a pretty good freaking skull he kept around, though.
Richard III, devious owner. Yep.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
He is dead.
That guy.
He is dead as well.
He was an emperor at one point. He is dead as hell. Just remember that. Everyone that you hate is going to be, at some point, dead.
We're all just meat, man. You know what I mean?
They're bones.
Senators are just fucking meat. You can hit them with your car and they fucking die, dude. Just like everybody else. And you should try it.
What I don't like is them getting buried with the crown. What a waste. What a waste.
Hey, man, that shows...
you don't want to look into the what they did with the Bejeweled Saints.
What did they do with them?
The Bejeweled Saints are fucking mad.
They're metal as shit. Yeah, it's like where they took these saints, they take their bodies, and they completely bejewel them from head to toe. It's fucking awesome. It's beautiful.
Like a high school cell phone.
Yeah, and then they put them in churches, and you can go and look at them and worship them and all that.
I was doing a little bit of research
skull of
into
this asshole.
the Buddhists that eat food to prepare to die, and what they do is they mummify themselves slowly throughout their life, and so then they just fucking die. They literally just like turn into petrified lumps of clay, essentially. But they're doing it while they're alive.
I just think that was a good reminder that all of the tyrannical monsters that are currently alive that you want to see dead, don't even worry about it. They will be.
You're right, Patricia Bateman. Not me. I'm not dying. Me as well. We're gonna live forever.
No one's allowed to die for at least 10 years in the LPN family.
LPN has a moratorium. We've signed a contract. We made all the hosts and if staff sign a contract saying they're legally not allowed to die. Yeah, we could sue their corpse.
We will sue their corpse, and we're just gonna like take the micro. I was reading something where they can read your brain now, AI and all that stuff. So you're still performing for us.
Yeah, you are.
We'll plug you freaking up.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting you right in.
How hard? What can you imagine the Holden McNeely AI? If we force AI to only listen to Holden from Roundtable,
no, you know what's going to
be the greatest comedic bot. It would that could put us all out of business.
Man, honestly, it would just the AI would just go, yeah. So I got up, I got my breakfast, I went, got my running, I did my fucking research, and I went, and I have a month. I raised my baby in a month. It's done, dude. And then I'm fucking get that done.
Oh God. All right. Well, Holden's about to be a father. So.
He's just about to be a father.
Yep.
Listen to the old round table. Remember that man.
Just go listen to Holden Talks for 30
a good
minutes.
Reminder.
I recently listened to Holden Talks for 30 minutes. Listen to both of them. They're quite the journey.
Well, Holden doesn't stop talking for 30 minutes. That was the whole thing.
Yeah. No, it's Holden.
It's Holden Talks for 30 minutes. Yeah. And I do remember you doing I missed the 5 minutes. The countdown on him.
I don't even remember why he had to do that. I think it was a challenge he gave.
Oh, he just shows himself.
Yeah, a challenge he gave to himself, and I thought it was a fantastic idea, and it really is. I was fucking dying for 30 minutes. That's how funny they were.
They were really funny.
They were amazing. A lot of complaints we got too because of the
audio.
They're
like, this isn't radio.
Not the
why
audio quality, just of what he was saying.
There was some people that were not Holden haters, as you would say, more Holden haters and
Holden haters.
Hated
Holden haters.
It's almost as if he did it on purpose to make people upset.
Yeah.
And that's now we realize he's doing it on accident, and it changes everything because you have to have sympathy for his condition. Okay, well, speaking of conditions, nothing's worse than getting a bunch of nails in your face. Pinhead. How great is frickin' Pinhead? One of my faves. I really hope they make another Hellraiser at some point that erases the past 3 Hellraisers.
Well, Fat Hellraiser was sad because I felt like that was a waste of a Fat Hellraiser. They should do a Fat Hellraiser and they should make it better. Fat Hellraiser deserves better than the movie.
It's not even that he was fat. He was just normal. And Hellraiser, the dude, I forget, who plays Hellraiser again?
Bradley...
I forget that, but he is hyper thin. So it wasn't like
what's his name? He's great though.
Okay, well let's.
But he was a classic theater actor.
Classic.
Brad Frart.
It's not Frart. It's close though. It's not Frart. It might be Liart.
Liart. Floor. Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley.
We got the Bradleys. We got the Bradleys.
Close to what you guys were saying. Okay, well let's show Pinhead behind the scenes. I love when they. I love these.
I love behind the scenes.
Oh, we can't quite see it.
I accidentally got down a porn chain of watching porn behind the scenes and seeing people get squirted on and shit. In between.
Really? Interesting.
Getting squirted on like they would spray them down, or you mean ejaculation?
Yeah, and the guy's going like, oh, and the comm shoots over there, and they're like, oh, he came already. Yeah, like that weird thing. But then that guy, that's gotta feel weird after you like come on accident, like hard in a porn thing. You're not supposed to come like until the end, and you come, and then you feel like you've, because I know as a professional,
well, it's definitely a huge mistake. Because I'm talking to gangbang scene, you better get it right.
There was one male performer I was talking about how like his dick and balls just hurt because all the drugs he has to take to keep his dick hard and cum big, right? He has to take all these things to make his cum big and thick, right? And the idea is that you don't get the same like satisfaction, I guess. Like it's not like when I come and then all thought finally leaves for about 3 minutes. I go like it's the only time I go like a peaceful smile across my face. But imagine that, but also the whole set staring at you. But meanwhile, you're like, what's the problem, everybody?
Yeah, well, you didn't do your job right. All right, here's the video of someone who always did his job right. He's from hell. He's Pinhead.
Hours in the makeup chair while 138 pins are stuck in your head. Hot, uncomfortable costumes. Not to mention all the evil you must do.
He's so cool.
How do they ever relax? For Doug Bradley, who plays horror legend Pinhead in the Hellraiser films, A little game of football is all the release he needs.
Oh, that's
Pairing up
fun.
with his makeup artist, Gary Tunnicliffe, Pinhead makes his point as the quarterback from hell.
Isn't that fun? So
That
what
is
if actors are just like
fun.
us? They throw their old pigskin around. But isn't that funny when they're in costume?
It is fun.
It changes it,
Did
doesn't
you guys
it?
watch that Val documentary yet?
Not yet.
Val Kilmer
No.
documentary?
I want to see it.
There's one part where he talks about he was Batman for one movie.
Yeah.
And a lot
Yes.
of people were like, why the hell would you pass up the chance to be Batman for like a long time? And he said that he could not move in that suit whatsoever. So he had to like employ soap opera acting, is what he called it. And it's just him putting his hands on his hips and turning to the different actors. And he was like jealous of Jim Carrey because he got to be the Riddler.
He was
and,
just
like,
wearing
be
spandex.
all over the place. And of course, Two-Face, you know. So he had to leave it behind because he could not move whatsoever in the costume.
He did get out of a ticket with some officers my father worked with by showing up, and he was hammered, and he was driving in a zigzag fashion, and they pulled him over, and then he literally did the thing of like, you can't arrest Batman.
You can't arrest Batman. And I love people criticize Fat Val, but I like Fat Val. He seems to
I
be
love
living his
Fat Val.
best
Yeah,
life.
Fat Val's great.
He and Fat Russell Crowe. I think Russell Crowe's calmed down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has throat cancer, but
Yeah.
Val has throat cancer. Russell
Val had,
Crowe
but
does.
they took it out. They took that out,
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
right?
Now he just wears ascots.
You know who got chubby and really is living their best life is Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser,
There is a
underrated.
Brendan. He is back, man. He's back. He's in the new Scorsese movie. He's fucking back up
He was
there,
great.
bro.
He was great in Doom Patrol. Like
I like Doom Patrol a lot. All my
liked
all
it
the
too.
Pretty Face crew worked on Doom Patrol. They're great.
Oh, no
Did you
shit.
call Marty up to try to get a role?
Marty is so busy these days that I'm just like, I'll wait till the next one.
Yeah, I get it. It's good of you.
That's good of you.
That's really
I'll
good. It's
I'll
big
never
of you.
hear from him again.
No, you'll hear from him again.
I'll never hear from him again. He's
you
about to
definitely
die.
No, he's not. Don't even
He's
say that.
old.
Marty sleeps, but he naps.
I have an
Everybody
autograph.
said-
I have a letter from him that I autographed.
Oh, that's awesome. I was watching that Steve Harvey clip again where Steve Harvey's like, billionaires don't sleep. He doesn't sound like that at all, but it's like, billionaires don't sleep. You all are sleeping too much. But
Hustle,
really,
hustle.
everyone sleeps. You have to sleep. Sleeping is very important.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know, I watched that's the thing. I got in those weird Instagram loops with the algorithm where I got the thing where it's fucking Jeff Bezos going like, it's important to get 9 hours of sleep. And it's like, fuck you.
Look at him. He's sleeping all day.
Yeah, that's
A lot
all
of
he
sleep. Well, if you have to. All right. Well, speaking of Batman and what puts you to bed, do you guys remember the Batman promotion from the mid-'90s that McDonald's ran?
Yeah. No,
Do you
I had.
remember do you remember the hamburger?
I had the Batman cups from McDonald's.
Batman
Oh,
cups
yeah,
were
dude.
huge. Do you remember the hamburger that they sold?
No.
The Bat Burger.
I believe it was a limited amount of time.
I don't
because
think they
it
had-
looks disgusting. And I'm a
I don't
fat
think they
dog.
did that in Abilene. I don't think that was one of the markets that they decided to try it in.
But you know what? I feel like that they switched shit up because now McDonald's, I feel like they run the experimental stuff in smaller markets.
They do
See
it
how
in,
it does, to
in
see if it
Wisconsin,
poisons people.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
If the
sounds of
pump- the-
80,000 test markets.
Where my parents are, that McDonald's is like the most high tech. They had like fucking like crudo, you know what I mean? They had fucking like a poke bowl, like weird should be like, why do they have this? They shouldn't have this.
No, I was against even when McDonald's got into salads. I mean, they're worse for you than a Big Mac. So don't even bother. You're just not going to eat healthy at McDonald's. It
No,
ain't possible.
you're not. Not even
We're
you gotta
also-
get your
we're
fucking
so old.
Arch Deluxe.
We-
You think your
we-
Arch Deluxe is gonna save you?
That ain't
It's
going to
not.
save you.
It's
Diet
not.
Coke.
I'm
Diet
just-
Coke doesn't reverse the calories in the French
Arch
fries.
Deluxe with your Monopoly game. You're
This
gonna-
stream,
you're gonna-
this
you're gonna think
stream
you're
has
gonna
turned
win
into a
$1 million.
conversation at the VFW.
I'm 40. I am 40 years
I know
old.
you're 40. You're 40, but I'm not yet 40. I'm 37. I'm young.
Well, yeah,
I'm
you haven't
Look at this.
experienced everything I have.
Look what I can do. I can
Cool.
jump.
All right.
That's good.
actually not bad. That was
I'm
good.
young.
All right. Well,
I'm
let's see
banging
if
on the door at 39, man. It's coming, Henry. You start feeling it now.
Oh,
I know.
Start feeling
Oh,
it now.
I see it.
I'm in the second
I feel
half.
it. I feel like how
Yeah.
the vaccine, how we're shedding Delta. I feel
Yeah.
you shed 40.
Yeah,
All
no,
right, well-
I'm in the second half of 38. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
you're shedding it.
I'm shedding it. Yeah.
Let's
Pretty
take
hard.
a look at a sandwich that would kill you if you had high cholesterol, maybe. All right, let's watch this. This is bad. Oh, we've lost the sound. We've lost the clip here a little bit. Let's take a look here. It'll get figured out just like the last one did. There's always a little something fun going on here at the last stream on the left.
Is Michael Gauch in this one?
Michael Gall.
Gherkin? No, I don't know who that is. Michael Gherkin?
He was the guy that played Michael Gurr. He was the
Michael
guy that
Gurr?
Gurr. He's the guy that played Alfred in the first like 4 Batman movies.
No. I did like him though.
Michael
I
Goff.
thought he was my favorite Alfred.
He was a great Alfred.
He was the best. Oh yeah, I like Michael Caine. It's Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine.
They call him
Bone.
some gem souls of a tangerine.
Well, I don't know. All right, let's watch this commercial for McDonald's. They need our help.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
Here he is.
I'll get drive-through.
Introducing McDonald's
Look at
Superhero
this.
Burger. Tomatoes, crisp lettuce, the great taste of 2 cheeses melted over 3 beef patties.
Can you imagine Batman eating a burger?
It's McDonald's Taste of the Month. Everyone's making
Whoa,
a
just
break for
3 sideways loaves? Oh.
May I take your order?
Of course, it was the Batman Forever burger.
Wait a second. What is that burger? It's just 3 slanted loaves?
Just 3.
Yeah.
Just 3. Oh,
Is it
God.
mini? Were those mini patties or were those full
those are
patties?
just straight
There
up
was
bull
so
patty.
much fucking mayonnaise on that thing.
You know what's so funny, Marcus? You know what that reminds me of is today in Side Stories we covered the story of a woman that sued McDonald's because she said that the advertising made the food look too good that it made her break her Lent.
It was in Russia.
Wow.
She got very
And so,
upset.
but it's just that sandwich. It's the same sandwich. They're just doing it again
Well, let's just stick with the Batman.
and acting
theme.
like we haven't seen it before.
This is simply a clip from Batman the Animated Series, and I love
Ooh.
it. Or something else, maybe.
Yeah, this is my fun. Clayface was my favorite back then.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is
Batman
Joker.
Tastic.
Special guest, the clown prince of crime, Joker.
I didn't realize. So
Whoa, they
it's not the
stole. Joker
it really
stole
is
this
Joker.
shit.
Yes, they did.
Wow. Joker was
Well,
not a good movie.
I mean, well,
I like
all
Joker.
this actually, this is all from the Dark Knight.
Joker, you've asked for a chance
Dark
to
Knight
share your
Returns.
side of things. I'm told you've killed about 600
Oh, The Dark Knight
people.
Returns is good.
How exactly does your side of that go?
Stop right there. This is a sensitive man, and I won't have him being harassed.
That's all right.
Get this.
I want people to get me.
All right, then.
You should read this comic book, Kissel. I have it.
Yeah, it's great.
That's why I'm gonna kill everyone in this room.
Okay. I think that's a little more insight than we had in mind.
Word.
It's okay. He doesn't really mean that. He's just trying to ease the tension.
Funny way to go about it.
You have to remember, this man isn't responsible
Conan
for
O'Brien's
those
really
killings.
boning that shit
He's
in.
merely a victim of the Batman's psychotic obsession.
I thought I was Batman's psychotic obsession.
Oh.
So you think the Batman's the real sicko
That's
here?
Conan?
Without a doubt.
That's Conan.
He's an obsessive,
Definitely.
compulsive, narcissistic, hero-complexed sociopath. I would love a shot at him as a patient.
Do
And
guests
that's
get to
Michael
keep these?
McKeon.
Sure. You
Who's
do
playing
whatever you
Joker?
want with it. We got a closet full of them.
Joaquin.
That's not Joaquin.
Oh.
So long as you won't miss it.
And everybody died.
Who's playing Joker in this?
I don't know.
Mark Hamill?
No, not Mark
Was he
Hamill.
Joker?
No, not
They
that. He was
all
just animated series. This is a
This
some
is
sort
every
of
comedian's dark fantasy. I think that's why I chose it, because it truly is. You have to go on stage and make them laugh for money. This is what
See,
they want to do.
I actually have never had a single problem with an audience. I love to make people laugh. It's all of the people who try to stop me from making
That's why
people
Joker didn't do sketch.
It's all the
Because
people
he was
trying
a
to
stand-up
stop
because
me.
he's a sociopath.
He's trying to get in my way of the laughter. All obstacles to laughter to me are just future victims.
But isn't it nice that they do get a laugh towards the end? I love that.
Oh,
This is
Michael.
Freaking awesome.
Michael Emerson, the guy who played Ben in Lost. Man, he was great.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, what do you think
yeah,
about
he's
the
good. He's good,
attractive, muscular Joker? That's my only issue with it. I'm more of a thin, lanky Joker guy.
That I think they're stealing that from Frank Miller because Frank Miller kind of made him pretty beefy. A lot of those characters are pretty beefy in that comic book.
Yeah,
They're
Frank
all-
Miller draws everyone like a big fucking triangle. Very
yeah.
good stylistically.
Well, I am so happy with myself. We brought it to an end.
We
And
did.
I have
We really
one
did.
more
We
video
spoke
left.
for an
I
hour.
Thought, yes,
An
Travis
hour
said there were
straight.
some clunkers in there, but I think overall we had a heck of a ride.
I think it was
You
a
know-
heck of a time.
You know what's all about? You know what? The thing about us? We don't need a safety net.
We
No, we
don't
don't.
need a safety net. I mean, the
All
show
we
is
do-
predicated upon clips.
Well, I was
No,
saying,
no,
like,
no.
you guys
Safety
won't
net.
remember these as clunkers because you create such beautiful,
Nate.
sort of ornate
Travis
palaces,
is learning to lie.
Palaces,
String-
mind palaces of
See,
humor.
this is how you speak to artists. This is how
All
you
right,
speak
we'll
to them. Look at us.
Speaking of artists, we're going to go out with one of my favorite wrestling theme songs of all time. It's Badass Billy Gunn, a.k.a. Mr. Ass. And this is his intro, and this is what we can go out on. Let's listen to
this is Mr. Ass?
This is
Mr.
his pro
Ass,
wrestling.
yeah.
This is
He was,
Mr.
it was him and Two Dog, not Two Dog.
Tupac? I'm sorry. You're talking about 1, 2, 3 Kid. You're talking about X-Pac.
No, I'm talking
Road
about the
Dogg.
dog.
You're talking about Road Dogg.
Yeah,
There
because
you
it was
go.
Road Dogg and Mr. Ass together. They were part of Degeneration
Outlaw,
X.
oh my God, my brain.
He
The
always-
Outlaw Bad Boys, the Bad Boys of Outlaw. Either.
Yeah,
They were bad.
Mr. Ass used to show his ass a whole bunch, and that was his whole thing. Is he'd come out on the end of the ring,
Yes.
and then he'd show his ass.
Yes, indeed.
That's great.
So
I love
very,
wrestling.
It's very homoerotic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But guys used to. I do like when you do a hyper masculine sport and then you are like vaguely like you do this. It's all about his ass, and you have all these
very
big
diverse.
crazy guys that are all like, "Fucking look, I love that ass, dude." Meanwhile, they don't understand that you're cheering for a sculpted, beautiful man's butt.
You'd be surprised how many people do understand. They're cheering for that ass, though.
They get
There's
it.
an eclectic group at the WWE.
And it's Mr. Ass, like, I'm an ass man. He's not saying that he loves other asses.
No.
He's saying he's an ass man, that he loves his own ass that much.
Mr. Ass. And it's a fantastic
Hashtag do yourself, queen.
It is.
Oh, no.
They're just looping the same clips over and over again.
Oh, yeah. No, go watch the song. It's fantastic. Hail yourselves, everyone. Thank you for watching. Hope you're happy.
Fuckers.